So that bothered the Jamaicans, and then coming into the Olympics, Lewis said the U.S. sprinters would dominate these games, which has not happened. So here was Bolt replying last night.
I'm going to say something controversial right now. Carl Lewis, I have no respect for him. The things he says about the track athletes is really downgrading for another athlete to be saying something like that about other athletes. I think he's just looking at tensions really, because nobody really talks much about him. So he's just looking at tension. So for me, that was really sad for me when I heard the other day what he was saying. So for me, it was upsetting. So for me, I've lost all respect for him, all respect.
So it's a little war of words, although Lewis's words were quite a while ago, between two of the greatest Summer Olympians of all time. There's a comparison. Lewis, of course, was one of the most decorated Summer Olympians ever through his 3 Olympic Games, and Bolt is putting up a very similar resume. In fact, he's done a couple of things that Lewis has never done.
Well, to add to the story, Jacques Rode waded into the waters. He was asked to speak about Usain Bolt and if he is the greatest athlete of all time, to which Jacques Rode said no. He said he's been fantastic in these games and, of course, the games in Beijing, but Rode said he has to be judged on his complete body of work and suggested that somebody like Carl Lewis, who had medaled in 4 separate games, is a better athlete and more of a living legend or a legend than Usain Bolt, which drew the ire of others.
Legend was the key word they were trying to get out of Jacques Rode,
right,
and he wouldn't say it. He'd say icon, and he's been bothered by Bolt since Beijing, remember, when he was really unhappy with the way Bolt celebrated. So I guess that carries over to this one. But how can you not call Usain Bolt a legend after what he's done? Longevity is clearly key for Jacques Rode, but he could not win another race, not set his foot on the track again, and still be a legend for what he's done.
Well, Ashton Eaton grumbling as well about Usain Bolt, saying, I don't know what I have to do to get a profile like Bolt, maybe a cool new pose. So, not everybody a Usain Bolt fan. Speaking of running, we got more racing for you. Athletics, men's 4x100 meter relay final tomorrow night. Usain will be in action with the Beast, 4 Eastern time.